Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. So today is Checkmate Day. So basically, guys, we'll try something. We'll see if it works or not. We'll try to log in every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in order to play some PvP. We could decide we play some 8 versus 8, 4 versus 4. We'll see how many people actually show up. And I guess sometimes we could play 8 versus 8. Sometimes we could play 4 versus 4. Because I'm sure people will need to do at least some of those maps at some point. Hello NWG4, hello DD, hello Jason Benitez, hello Xelxer, sorry, hello H2K, and here we have our friend the Evil Allman. I was able to get the Crime Syndicate as a league. So we will wait a few minutes. We're a bit early today. Oh, I'm good. And if you hear someone in the back going, ooh, 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 it's Rocky. I gave him a bit of cheese. He just had an early supper, and now I gave him a bit of cheese, and now he's trying to hide it. And somehow he cannot find a hiding place for his piece of cheese. That happens. Just making sure. So, some of the guys also asked if we could play Legends PvE, Legends PvP. I guess we could do that. What we could try to do, if this works well enough, is that we could play PvP most of the time, and maybe like we do with Evil Friday, the last Wednesday of the month, we could play Legends PvP. It's a reverse crypto. And I was going to invite you guys to wear your best. I didn't explain that properly in the announcement. I would invite you guys to wear your best checkmate look if you want to. But you don't have to. I thought it would be kind of cool to be a whole bunch of people here wearing checkmate armors with the strength number and all that. But oh well. Black Guns Mage, in multi, if you have issues with creep popping, we found individual queuing for 4 vs 4, 5 vs 5. Solar King changes up teams and pops best. Superman says, "Good multi, good seeing you. Good seeing you too." DD, hope you have a good stream. We'll figure it out. So ideally, the reason why I wanted to do this also is that one of the comments I see often, like some people would like to play PvP, and I guess if you want to play, if you try to play 2 versus 2, or if you want to duel with people in the Watchtower or the House of Legends, it works well enough. But there are people who want to play 4 versus 4 or 8 versus 8, and that is where it becomes a bit more tricky. So I guess what we'll do today we'll try the 8-player missions. So hopefully we'll have enough people to be able to play 8 versus 8. If somehow it doesn't work out, we'll just go 4 versus 4. It's not going to be an issue. And the worst of the worst, we'll carry 2 versus 2 if we have to. Also, the nice thing is that we don't even have to make a group. We'll just we'll say, okay guys, cure for this mission. If everyone cures for that mission, the cure should pop quickly enough. Maybe I'm a foolish fool or too optimistic, and maybe there's something I'm not anticipating, but that's what we'll try to do. So why are we doing this? At the end of the day, it's a win-win scenario, I think, for everyone. Some people will want to have the currency to be able to purchase the gear from the PvP vendor. So, and even whether you win or lose, you will get some currency. Obviously, you want to be able to win the matches. But even if you lose, you will get some currency, so don't worry about that. But also, you will be able to get some feats. There are feats that you can get, whether you win or not. There are certain feats that you will be able to get. So over time, these should add up. DD, if you want to join, everyone, the great thing is that everyone can join. Even if you play on the EU server, there's nothing stopping you guys on EU server to cure, and hopefully the game will match you guys together. Here in the US, the cure will match us together. And again, on Switch, if you guys cure on Switch, The game will match you guys together, and if you queue on Xbox, the game should match you together. We're not doing Legends today, Aiden. We might do it like the last Wednesday of the month or something like that. Black Guns Mage in past 8 versus 8 caused crash and issues. I see. I haven't played in a while, so we'll give it a try. If somebody doesn't work for 8 versus 8, we'll try something else. So let's assume we have enough people. I haven't played PvP in a while, so I couldn't even begin to take a guess at this point. And good also is relative to your gear. I remember when we got the first season of PvP. Holy crap, did I have a hard time? PvP kept on matching me versus Rage Tank, so it was a bit of a mess. But once I was able to get the full Vengeance of the gear, suddenly I became much better at PvP somehow. So yeah, the gear is a big factor. Sadly, some people say the stat difference is so small, it doesn't really matter. Nah, gear matters. When I had the cash gear, I was getting crushed by rage tanks, and somehow once I had the full huntress gear, I could win a lot of PvP matches all of a sudden. So the gear is important. Obviously, right now, people care with the gear you have. If you have the best gear, good for you. If you don't have it, too bad, so sad. Ideally, you should be able to get the cash gear from the PvP vendor, and I did not even bother to do that. I have some PvP gear. Sadly, over time, sometimes you delete a piece of gear and realize that, oops, I deleted the wrong piece of gear. Or I deleted a PvP piece of gear. Sadly, it happens. So enough chatting. So let's go to custom play. So let us try first. We'll go in order. So basically, let's try the Australia map. Then afterwards, we'll try the Fortress of Solitude, the Hall of Doom, then the Watchtower, and rinse and repeat if we can play multiple matches. Oh, Raven is asking, is PSN back online? Yeah, it's been back for a while. It was down for roughly 24 hours. Multiverse to make guests go smoother, so everyone can call the map so they don't get lost in queuing on the map. Yeah, we will call the map. Don't worry about that. So, guys, let us start with the Australia map. And let's get this party started. NWG4, no, you don't need a specific phase. The matchmaking will match us automatically. So it doesn't matter which phase you are. Doesn't even matter where you are on the map. The only thing that matters is that obviously we'll match US PlayStation and US PC together. If you play on the Xbox, still cure for the mission. Obviously the game will match you guys together. And somehow I might be too optimistic. Maybe there's less than 16 people who are watching right now who might want to cure. If worst comes to worst, we'll cure for 4v4. There seems to be more than enough people for 4v4. But we'll give it a minute or two. Yeah, it says 8 versus 8. You know what? I just realized. Let's do an experiment. We didn't do this before, so we're making it up as we go along. Let's go also for the Ace Chemical 4 versus 4. And the guy says I don't PvP, but I appreciate you engaging with the community like this. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's see. So we are queued for Ace Chemical 4 versus 4 and Australia 8 versus 8. I'm hoping we'll go to Australia, but whatever the matchmaking will give us. I'm not sure how that would. NWG4, I have no idea how people could be doxxed. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do what you're suggesting, Black Guns Mage. We'll start here just to get the ball rolling, but afterwards we'll see how it goes. So guys, if we can cure for 4 versus 4 Ace Chemical, and let's cure for 8 versus 8 Australia, and let's see what happens. Yeah, sadly I'm afraid there might not even be 8 people curing, so I might have been a bit too optimistic. I guess I would confirm also something I've been saying for some time. Like some people seem to think that if DCUO went full PvP, they would get 20 million people, 20 million players tomorrow. It doesn't really work like that. Most DCUO players at this point don't really play PvP. Oh, there we go. 4 versus 4. It might be a bit early. Also, we have that also happen when we go live at 5, like around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's not quite as many people as a bit later. Like right now, we have 27 people. I'm hoping that we might get 50, 60 people a bit later in the stream. So we'll see how it works out. So, guys, we don't even need to form teams or anything. The matchmaking will do that for us. So let's see who's with us here. There's only 3. Oh, no, there we are. I should probably switch to controller. Let's give it a try like that.
Match commencing. East control node enabled.
Let's see if we can attack them here.
Discharging electrical system.
Evil Chemo. Oh yeah. So if you're wondering, there's this console. I think we can activate here. We're not going to do that. I think that is why Chemo gets a bit crazy. Someone did activate the console. But let's still capture the objective.
Electrical system charge complete.
Yeah, I'm a bit out of shape. I haven't played PvP in quite a while. I'm sure it shows. Oh, we lost the objective.
Discharging electrical system.
I hate falling down.
East control node enabled.
Almost there, stay on target.
Electrical system charge complete.
So you can see over there, you can activate the console. That is what triggers chemo. And usually the strategy with that is to try to cause trouble for the
Match
team
over.
capturing it here. Oh, and I guess we won. So we won some marks of legends and some marks of I forget what marks we actually win. And here we have the leaderboard. Let's see about oh, there's no feats here. Oh, I'm so sad now. Oh, and then we can leave. Oh no, I'm frozen somehow. I guess we're in phase 6 right now. It's alright if people don't really play PvP. So here's what we're gonna try then. Let's try something else. Can we try... Okay, so we just played Ace Chemicals. Let's try Star Labs 4v4. I wish we could cure for everything. Let's try that. We're trying out stuff today, guys. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. We'll try something else. So let's cure for all the 4-player missions. And in case some people join us, let's cure for the 8-player missions. And let's start the cure right now. Oh, actually, Star Labs 4v4. I guess I should have followed my first instinct. Legends could be fun. Yeah, we'll try. We'll try Legends. We'll try Legends. Yeah, let's try this for now. Like for now, let's. On Wednesday we'll play PvP, and the last for now the last Wednesday of the month, then we will play Legends. Full disclosure, I don't even recall what we have to do here. So if I appear lost, you'll know why. So we have Flash, Allman, and Martian Hunter with us. There was a weird delay in my emote. I seem to recall, I think we have some objectives to capture. And of course...
Terrarium control node enabled. Warning, Ham's transport system routing error.
Aw, they're so mean. I could have sworn there was other objectives on this map, but it's been a while, so I'm probably misremembering.
Life support control node enabled.
Oh,
Ham station control node enabled.
so the objective moves around. So as you can see, I have a tendency to go capture the objective as opposed to trying to defeat everyone else. Oh, and it remains captured, so I don't need to stay here.
Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled.
So there are 3 nodes to capture. The team seems to have control over here, so let's see if we can get over here.
Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled.
Ah, I'm very sad.
Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled.
That's going to be a tight one.
Terrarium control node enabled.
When you click the enemy, it takes them a bit longer to respawn, if I recall correctly. Let's keep 2 guys here, and we'll go help our friend over here. Ah, the node is gone. I'm so sad.
Ham station control node enabled.
So let's go back over here.
Match over.
Ah, we lost. I'm very sad now. It's okay. Oh, Martian Manhunter did crush on this one. me read the chat a bit, and we'll get back to queuing for the next one. Code to redeem? Nah, no code today. Sorry, guys. I pretty much gave away all I had for the codes, so you'll have to wait until next time. If I get some more codes, I'll let you guys know about it. Xifender, my ego is too big. I gotta kill at least one person. Hamid says hello. Scrolls making PvP great again. I'm not sure I would say that, but let's see if we can play a little bit of PvP. Because there's some of you guys who never got to enjoy PvP way back when. And also, there's a whole bunch of feats attached to PvP. So, if you guys want to be able to get some of those feats. So, let us go for the Temple of Isis this time. A Shadowverse, am I late? I forgot about this. Absolutely not. So we'll play this one. We'll try again. We'll try 8 versus 8 again afterwards. Hopefully some of you guys, enough of you guys were able to join us at this point. Hello, Fred Krueger. Xifender, I spammed Ice Golem back in the day, so they nerfed it. Yeah, sadly, a lot of things got nerfed over time. There are things that become, let's say, a little bit OP, and then when it reaches a point where everyone uses something, then yeah, they end up nerfing it. That's okay, Vondo. I'll never forgive you, but it's okay. Ahmed, no codes. No code today, Ahmed. Fred Cougar, I leveled one character. I've been trying to level up another, but I've been crashing relentlessly. Yeah, I tried to log in earlier, and sadly I wasn't able to. I got some error message. So I got a bit behind today. Yeah, we lost a PvP match. What happens? Happens. What can you do? Ahmed, please don't do that. No code today. Thank you, Didi. Yeah. You get buffed to a certain point. So yeah, even if you don't have PvP gear, it doesn't really matter. And ultimately, like even if you like the matchmaking will match us together, so it's going to be very, very random how the teams are made. So if you're lucky, you might end up with some Uber players that will be able to help you win. If not, at the very least, you'll be able to get like there are feats for participating in a certain amount of matches. There are feats for Versa stuff, for playing in specific maps. So at the very least, you will gain some progress towards a certain feats. But yeah, sure, if you can win and get more currency, absolutely. But you don't have to. Like if you don't win, that's fine. You will still get rewards in a roundabout ways. Oh, that was a quick one. So, if you're wondering, we're getting Marks of Legends. We're even getting some Prestige, and we're getting some Marks of Valor. 200 Marks of Valor. Yeah, I know that doesn't seem all that great. When you reach a point where one piece of gear costs 5,000 Marks of Valor, yeah, that means a lot of PvP matches. So let's wait a bit to heal a bit. And ideally, whether you win or not, like there are a whole bunch of feats attached to PvP, like like winning 100 assault matches, taking 250 turrets online. Like if you take turrets online, offline, doesn't matter if you win or not. So you can still progress towards your feat, even if you're not winning the match. Like healing for 65,000 damages. As you can see, I was very far from that one. Knock out 10,000 enemies. Green Lantern. Xiphander got whooped. Don't worry, it'll get better. So let's be brave and let's try an 8 versus 8 because why not? Let's see if we have enough people for 8 versus 8. And worst comes to worst, we'll go back to 4 versus 4 or 5 versus 5. Oh, Crazit retracted his message, or did YouTube do that? Sadly, it's impossible for me to know if YouTube did remove the message or if you did. Oh, you deleted all your PvP gear? It happens. I did delete some of mine by accident. Like you'll see, like I don't have my PvP rings anymore. I don't even have pants anymore. So I had to improvise. And of course, I'll have to buy some more gear. If we do this regularly, yeah, I'll have to buy some more gear. Multi might be good to show where to get the PvP gear. Plus the blue trinket, yeah. Let's do that while we wait. So if we go to the Watchtower, I'm not going to be able to show you in the House of Legends, but that'll be there's similar vendors in the House of Legends, in the House of Legends, in the Hall of Doom. Yeah, it's been a long day. What can I say? So if we go to in each wing of the Watchtower, there should be some PvP vendors, and the same in the Hall of Doom. So here, if we go, let's say, to the Magic Wing, we should see. I forget. I think it's Aquaman, or was it Aquaman? Yeah, okay. So you can see Aquaman as the PvP sets of gear. And sadly, in order to be able to purchase the next PvP set of gear, you have to purchase the previous PvP set of gear. Although there should be some cash gear. What happened to the cash gear? There used to be some cash gear we could purchase. Like, for example, here we have the Rookie's Liberating Trinket or the Wingman Liberating Trinket. Oh, I guess we're done here. So these give you allow you to break out and gives you some control resistance. And there's also a vendor for the weapons. So again, same thing. You can purchase your weapons here. But you can see at some point, early on, the price is not too bad. Like 1,500 per piece of gear. But eventually, it reaches 5,000 currency per piece of gear. The same here. Like you can see, once you reach the Gotham Knight, it's 5,000 currency. And then afterwards, there's the Deadshot set of gear. That one, I don't even know how much it is. But there's also the same vendor pretty much in all the wings of the Watchtower. And if you're not sure, go over here where there's the big statues, and you'll see again, you'll see vendors selling the very same stuff over here. Oh, so I guess some of you guys did join, since now there's I should have had the foresight. I'll stick to DPS, but I should have had the foresight to make a controller armory. Next time. Xifander, I miss role specific gear. Love dealing back in the day. You still have role specific gear. So here's a pretty big map. There's a whole bunch of objectives all over the place. So let's see if we can capture one.
Heroes control the ziggurat.
Let's see if we can get the cannon on our side. Oh yeah.
Heroes control the comm room.
So there's various points that you have to try to control.
Heroes control the processing facility. Heroes have lost the comm room.
Oh no, we lost the comm room. Full disclosure, it's been a while. I couldn't tell you what which one's the comm room. Oh no, it's a trap. Yeah, that was a bad idea. So as you saw, there was a lot of them over there.
Lost the ziggurat.
I could recall there's an objective over here somewhere. Oh, that's the one where I got crushed. Okay. Nah, too many people. So when you get defeated, you lose points. So you have to defeat the other players to gain points. But also when you capture objectives, you get points for that. Sorry, I should do a bit of exploring, but it's been a while since I've been here, so...
Heroes control the ziggurat.
Oh, evil controller. I'm not sure what's going on right now. There we go. I got a bit of lag. Yeah, it happens. I guess that's to be expected a little bit. The game struggles when there's all the players at the same place, and here we have 8 versus 8. So I guess the game doesn't like that very much.
Heroes have lost the ziggurat.
Oh no, we lost the ziggurat. I'm so sad now. So I guess we have the whole team here against us. It happens. So let's go back to the ziggurat. Let's see if we can capture it again. Ideally, one of the issues is that once you get defeated, then it's very easy to fall into the trap of, let's say I try to go back, then the whole team are 8 versus me, then someone else tries to go back, then the whole team gets 1 versus that guy. So it's very easy to fall in the trap where you're pretty much stuck. You get defeated one after the other without getting the chance to regroup.
Match over.
That was a close one. So right here you can see what the people did. For those who are wondering, PZ did was strong. So was the Batman. Obviously, it could be that they did all the damages, but did not capture the objective. I didn't really pay attention. So as I was saying a bit before, so while we catch our breath a bit, so here there's a recent vendor selling the gear. Oh, here he's selling the weapons. And here we have the vendor selling the gear. So sadly,
the authorized number of trading marks can be exchanged for sections of state-of-the-art combat equipment.
there should be a set of gear you can get to get the whole party started. Although I'm not sure why we don't. There used to be a cash gear that you could purchase only using cash to get started in PvP. And then you would have to purchase the first set of gear. Then once you had the first set of gear, the complete first set of gear, then you could purchase the second set of gear, like the 96 set of gear. Then afterwards you could purchase the 97 set of gear. So in order to purchase the 97 set of gear, you have to purchase the complete 96 set of gear. That's how it works. And you have to do that for each set of gear. So let's go back over here. So that was fun, a fun bit, and so it seemed we have enough people for. Oh, the cash gear is at the police station nightclub now. Okay, been a while, so I didn't recall those were there. So that's nice of you to say. I guess no choice. I'll have to make a how do you start PvP video sometimes this week to get people ready for the next matches. So it seems we have enough people for 8 versus 8. So let's try the Fortress of Solitude. Xarpitron, it was from your video, by the way. Oh, I'm sure I made videos about that already. But my last PvP video was quite some time ago. Although, I would have to watch it again. I wouldn't be surprised if PvP didn't change since then. Oh yeah, now we're cooking with gas. We have enough people for 8 versus 8. That's one of the challenges. Trying to get people to play 8 versus 8 is not easy, as you can see. Yeah, they're gonna need the Sword Cola Infinite. Crazy Corpse, I might hop onto this. I haven't done PvP in so long. I'm sure you're not alone. I'm sure you're not alone. Superman, to be honest, it gives me reason to do PvP on my Superman tune. I was procrastinating it for a while. It's alright, it's easy to understand. Oh, Exercit Gaming, I just killed the multiverse. My bad, Omi. You're bad indeed. So you can see the evil villains over there. We have to beat the snot out of them. I forget if there are objectives on this map. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Diabolical, why won't they bring PvP back? Well, technically PvP is back. You can still play PvP. Oh, I guess everyone else went elsewhere. People are so mean. Ah, I'm so sad now. Sorry guys if I'm not looking at the chat much. A bit busy right now. Aw. So as you saw, I kept on being alone. I guess we're gonna have to respawn here. And you saw my character got back up really slowly. It's because some evil players click on my character as I was defeated. Ideally, you want the group to stick together so that you don't end up like a 1 versus 8. Sadly, sometimes it's kind of hard to coordinate that, especially if people don't use a microphone. And as you saw, my supercharge was pretty much useless. They damaged me right through the supercharge. So I might as well remove it. We'll see. Like for the supercharge, when you start the match, your supercharge is at 0, so you have to recharge your supercharge. And sadly, so there are matches sometimes where you by the end of the match, you were not even able to use your supercharge once. And as you saw, even when you managed to use it, uh, they went right through it very quickly. So it's as if I didn't even have my shield. Oh, he got locked in there. Damn, Mayhem was a tough cookie. Somehow I cannot scroll through the leaderboard. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Yeah, PvP is player versus player, so you fight other players. It's very useful. One of the thing it does is that it kind of sharpens your reflexes and your spider sense, if you will. Um, Especially in the open, well, way back when, especially in the open world, when you were like a low level player in the open world way back when, uh, you had to, what I would say, grow eyes in the back of your head because there was always a PvP player trying to jump you in the open world. Or you had to use your spider sense. I guess both could work. So let's go for the HQ Hall of Doom. So everyone, let's go for the HQ Hall of Doom 8v8. So it kind of forces you to be pretty much grow eye in the back of your head. And also it kind of work on your reflexes. In a way that the PvE doesn't quite cut it. Although when you play a lot of PvP at some point, you do notice patterns amongst the player base. One of the things that became obvious really quick is that players would try to run away as soon as some players would lose 20% of their health. They kind of figured that they weren't going to lose in the long term, so they would try to run away right there and then. So if you did manage to lower their health to by 20%, right away they would try to run away, and you needed either a pull move to be able to pull them towards you, or you needed to be able to go to jump towards them so that they would not be able to go away. And there's also blocking. Sadly, at some point, there were players who were blocking, and blocking some more. Their one strategy was pretty much to be spam blocking. So at the time, I developed the strategy to spam a block break, and that would defeat. Basically, there's roughly 90% of the player base would either spam block or try to run away. So once you figure that out,
get to those security terminals.
You dare set foot here. What are you looking for, Superman? All you found is your doom.
So once you figure that out, you really had only to fight 20% of the player base.
If you can lock down and hold enough of them, I might be able to send in some supplies.
No one can stop my primal rage.
Let's get to those security terminals. Oracle is counting on us.
Let's ignore Growth for now. So basically we have to capture some security terminals, and of course we had to fight the other players. And ideally you want to be multiple players focus firing on one guy. That usually makes the fight a lot easier. So let's see if we can capture. I forgot there was some NPCs involved here, but here they are. Evil Brick. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Nah. Let's hope I don't get defeated. Let's grab the console. Nah, we can't. So as I said, the big meanie, they left the thingy that does damage over on the area, so that you could not click on the console. That'll give me a chance to evil YouTube sending me messages at this time. So depending on the map, there'll be different objectives sometimes. So it's one of the things, like it wasn't just defeating the other team. Sometimes you did not even need to defeat the other team. All you needed was to capture the objective. Aww.
You're as crazy as the clown, Superman.
Exercit PvP is fun when people actually play it. Yeah, I suppose.
Bravo, bravo! Attaboys and
Black Guns Mage,
congratulations,
PvP is unbalanced because many powers like Rage can't be countered. Sully, you do the best you can with what the devs provided. And,
Be sure to take out the celebrities first. Give the old ratings a boost.
I won't forget that.
You're just an overgrown bully.
Killing is our business, and we never close.
here I think we have to kind of capture some of the NPC characters, the legend characters. Been a while since I played this, so I could. I guess we're not capturing anyone. And as you saw, there's also various buffs that can be activated to buff your team.
You just earned compounding.
And there you can see they're parked at the place where we spawn, so they're not going to give us a break at all.
Complete surrender is off the table. No. Yeah, I'm quivering.
Boy, that... Oh, look! Boss fight!
So you can see our friend Mr. Freeze is almost defeated.
It'll take more than that.
Actually, Mr. Freeze is not our friend. Ah.
Oh, well, there's always next time. You know, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But enough about me.
So you can see we were pretty much outmatched. Sadly, it happens. DD, do you think that DC and the Invisible TV show would ever do a crossover? Nah, that's not gonna happen. Superman, Dang being Superman on the villain side, this match is crazy. Absolutely. Team Evil wins. Yeah, it happens. Fire Precision is broken too. There's a lot of things. If we stop playing because something is broken, we'll never play again. Which is probably why some people are not playing again. PvP is everything if not humbling. Yeah, I suppose. Xifender is asking his girl from AU joining us today. Nah, she's not. She's gonna have to watch the replay, sadly, and be very sad to see us get defeated. Let's go now at the Watchtower HQ. Yeah, Crazy Corpse. DC is DC. At the end of the day, you take what the devs made, and you do the best you can with that. Yeah, it would be nice if everything was 1000% balanced. We know it's not, and we know not only do we know it's not, we know it's not going to happen. Like right now, they cannot even balance PvE. There's nowhere they're going to be able to balance PvP, and it's not because they like the previous team. They did try a few times, and they just couldn't do it. Like already early on when we were trying to balance PvP and PvE, it just didn't work. Sometimes they would balance PvP, it would end up breaking PvE. Then they would balance PvE, it would end up breaking PvP. And they pretty much gave up on PvP since pretty much the first Suicide Squad movie. And since then, they were not able to balance PvP, balance PvE. So I don't think they can do it at this point. Oh, we have a Luke Cage over here. Pretty cool Luke Cage. I'll swap to my hero after this. It doesn't matter if you swap to your hero or not. Like the matchmaking matches people at random. So whether you're a hero or villain, I don't think it really matters. But you do what you want. Defender, I mean, all precision is broken. Yeah, I suppose.
To tonight's episode of Who Wants to Live to See Tomorrow? Let's meet our contestants, shall we?
Ignore the Joker and focus.
Kilio, the ability to resurrect multiple people.
I know what they're after.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, so I think I missed part of the conversation.
The automatic lockdown has dropped force fields around vital.
Do you buy PvP gear? There are PvP vendors and all the.
Drop the shield so I can regain control.
There are PvP vendors in all the wings of the Watchtower or the Hall of Doom. Evil Grundy.
Manual access of tank wing power coupling authorized. Detecting unauthorized access of the emergency defense terminal.
Oh yeah.
That won't stop me.
You won't live to regret this.
Detecting unauthorized access of the hangar power generator.
Time to clean up the trash in this place.
That won't stop me.
Not too bright, are you?
Feel my wrath.
Come on. At least make it a challenge.
No rookie.
Be smart and surrender. This is gonna end now.
I almost had him.
Pound you for that.
So sometimes you focus on one player, you almost have him, and then his partner shoots you in the back. Can you believe it? There's no honor in PvP.
I will pound you for that.
Let's see if we can bring back Superman.
Manual access of hangar power generator
Can't be
authorized.
broken. Stand behind me if you gotta.
Suffer me. Nothing a patch job won't fix.
Time to
Someone is peppering us from upstairs. There we go.
bring me closer to my
Cybernetics, baby.
We're under contract. Take out those defenses.
Make it past me.
Detecting Detecting unauthorized access of the hangar
Come
power
on,
generator.
at least make it a challenge.
There we see him again up here.
I don't give up easily.
Cybernetics,
Override the hangar's
baby.
access points so calculator can bring down.
Oh yeah.
Trying to learn from a master.
Nothing a pet.
Ah. Sometimes even as you defeat one, someone else will get you. It happens.
Just a scratch.
So you have to be a bit careful. You have to look at what's going on the battlefield, but you also have to take into account like the sneaky little guys like this guy here who keeps on hiding up here. Oh, evil old man. Can you see that? 2 against me. No, there's no honor amongst thieves. At all. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat at all. I'm getting my butt whooped.
Manual access of emergency defense terminal authorized.
Sadly 2 against 1. Not much you can really do.
Fools, flee from me now or be eliminated.
You're on my list.
And ideally you want to try to jump them before they can get away.
We're under contract. Take out those defenses.
I'm gonna have to tweak my loadout a bit. Basically, way back when you needed a pull move to be able to pull enemy towards you, or you needed to be able to fly towards them pretty quick to be able to catch up to them. I can sort of do that with my quantum tunneling, catching up. But I could easily add something like a swoop attack to my loadout.
Watch and learn.
For that you will pay dearly, perhaps death.
Just a scratch.
To my
Well, let's see if we can get some friends back up.
You wish.
Nah. Too late, too late. No time for that. Now my supercharge is useless. Oh. I'm not sure where our friend Flash. Oh, there he goes.
Manual access of security network terminal authorized.
Woo, ah, ah.
This world will be mine. You won't live to regret this. Kneel before me.
Fools, flee from me now or be eliminated.
Sometimes you get perma-stunned. Either it's someone does an ability that stuns you, or sometimes multiple NPC, multiple players will. Oh,
My plan cannot fail. I won't let you win, Grodd. Give up now.
sometimes it can be as simple as multiple enemies are targeting you at the same time. So it.
That engine core is overcharged and leaking radiation. We need to safely discharge the excess energy before they can use it to overload the monitor womb above. Grab it, but be careful and take it over to the energy sink pads. We have to save the Watchtower.
Ready, head back. Strength is the law of the jungle.
You won't live to regret this.
So here there's an objective, so it kind of makes it harder for people to try to run away.
You're on my list. It'll take more than that.
Safely discharging
For that you will
unstable
pay
energy device.
dearly. Perhaps death will bring me closer to my...
Safely discharging unstable energy device. Safely discharging unstable energy device.
You no friend of grinding.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
The heroes have turrets? That is
Oh
totally
yeah.
unreal.
So lunging is something you have to do a lot sometimes.
I'll tear you apart.
I had a hard time doing anything. I was targeted by multiple opponents. It happens. Yeah, ideally you want to focus on the healer first. But who are the healers? Sometimes you focus on whoever's attacking you, sadly.
My will can't be broken. Stand behind me if you gotta.
Sheesh, I guess the heroes have been eating their flankies.
Protecting the monster
I'm
womb
working.
is my top
That means you're
priority here.
dead.
You take care of the rest.
Evil Deathstroke.
Just a scratch.
Safely discharging unstable energy device. Safely discharging unstable energy device. Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Oh yeah.
Safely
My will
discharging
can't be
unstable
broken.
energy
Stand
device.
behind me if you gotta.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Protecting the monster womb is my top priority here. You take care of the rest.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't hack it in the core.
I was so tired. You saw the Zeds.
From a master.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
I have to admit, I completely lost track of where we're at.
You wish. You wish. Your defeat will be as bitter as my cold heart.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
For that you will pay dearly.
You're on my list.
I don't want to pay dearly.
I don't give up easily.
Give up now, meatbag. You won't live to regret this. It'll take more than that.
Oh, our poor friend Superman.
Now, just a scratch.
Your defeat will be as bitter as my cold heart.
Look out.
One thing I love about Quantum is the crowd control. Even when you're a DPS,
Warning.
your crowd control are still pretty darn awesome.
Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
It'll take more than that.
Oh, let's take out the Mr. Freeze because why not?
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Perhaps death will bring me closer to my Nora.
Oh yeah. See, we're trying to get our friend Mr. Freeze closer to Nora. One problem when there's multiple players is that sometimes when you try to block one player, there's someone else who's already block breaking you. So makes it a bit tougher sometimes to just try to block.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
That's the way to do it. The monitor womb is safe and the society is hightailing it out of here.
Sadly, I cannot scroll through this, so I won't be able to show you everyone's score, but you get an idea over here. So let's leave. Hi, you're welcome, Yemo. I don't know how long we're gonna play. I guess we'll play for a bit until people get tired of it. Exercit, it's alright. Your team got demolished. It happens. That'll teach you to be evil. Let me go back a bit so that I can get catch up on your chats, and then we'll play another match. Yeah, it is fun, Scrolls. Can I get in this 101 electric? You can get in this even if you're level 30, I think. MDK, yeah, that's why I equipped a trinket from PvP vendor. That helps with stuns. You guys having so much fun. I can heal the whole squad. You did good. Batman is so OP, I swear. Healers get focused first. Ideally, you want to take out the healers so that they don't heal the group. But sadly, it's not always an option. You do have to be to play with you. Healer here 439. You can come play with us. Doesn't matter. That's PvE gear. You need PvP gear. Doesn't matter. Early on the game, will raise your stats a little bit. But yeah, ideally, if you can get some PvP gear, that would be nice. But for tonight, see that as just as a test drive. Hopefully, people will be more prepared next week. Oh, wrong. Come on. So, PvP. Well, let's go back again to Australia. So, if you guys want to queue for Australia, the matchmaking will do the rest. Scrolls and Nature Healer gets the advantage. Scrolls, you get a buff in PvE gear and PvP. It's not as good, but it somehow works. Yeah, you do get some sort of buff. Ideally, you want to have at the very least a cash gear. But if you don't, the game will give you a bit of a boost. Exorcist, I'm definitely switching. I need to make a precision loadout. Better to have PvP gear, absolutely. But I come with whatever you have. We'll figure it out. Some I'm sure have PvP gear. I'm sure some don't. No real strategy tonight. We're just trying to have a bit of fun. So Yemo got to go. I will see you next time. 500,000 damage from Multiverse. I did good, I guess, this time. Bro, as healer, it's pretty hard. Yeah, it's in PvP, it's not the same as when you heal in PvE. In PvE, you can sort of anticipate a bit more what the NPCs will do to position yourself and stuff like that. Also, the tank will be able to pull enemies towards him. Here, it doesn't matter. The tank, yeah, the pull move of the tank could pull some enemies. But if a player decides to go to jump the healer, the player will jump the healer no matter what the tank does. Xifender, I'd like to test and see who has the lowest resistance. Jonathan and Hernandez, what phase are you on? Doesn't matter, we're not there anymore. Exercit, gotta go to work. Well, thank you for being here. Dark Knights, are we in with multi? Well, here you can see whoever's with us.
Villains control the comm room.
Oh, yeah.
Villains control the ziggurat.
Did I mention I love quantum tunneling? Because I do. And I love hand blasters. You can attack from a distance. You can fight in melee. Love it. Oh yeah. Let's click. Why not? Was there someone here? I guess not. Let's see if we can go capture something else. Let's go to the ziggurat. Oh, wrong door. Poor Batman. Came here at the wrong time.
Heroes control the processing facility.
So let's see if we can control something else.
Villains have lost the comm room. Heroes control the comm room. Heroes have lost the processing facility. Villains control the processing facility.
I suspected they would try to come here. Evil villains.
Heroes have lost the comm room.
Oh noes. Almost there, still on target. Having different objective kind of forces players, like it would be easy for players to just stay in one spot and defend one objective. Sadly, seeing how there's multiple objectives, you can't really do that. So it kind of forces you to go around at least a little bit. So while we take our breath a bit, nice, I know I can still heal nicely at PvP. That's the homie Hazen. Do you think these new devs, will be able to implement cross-faction? They did mention something about cross league halls, if it makes sense, like league halls for where heroes and villains could have the same league hall. Does that mean that they are going to implement cross-faction? We don't know at this point. So let's see if we can go back once more to the fortress. I can sort of defend myself a little bit, DD, but thanks. I'm a bit rusty, and of course I don't have the gear I should have, but it doesn't matter. We'll try Legends maybe some other time, a Shadowverse. What time is it here? Yeah, we'll play one or two more matches, and that'll probably be it for now. Right now I'm on phase 1. Defender, at least the option to change morality would be awesome. My mains are villains, but that side is inactive compared to heroes. Well, that's the issue, Defender, is that they cannot give us the option to switch faction. If they did that, that would pretty much kill the villain side. Like everyone wants to switch faction, or pretty much villains want to switch on the hero side because there's more people on the hero side. But then if they did that, that would pretty much kill the villain side. And like all pretty much all the villains would switch to the hero side. Let's give a little bow to everyone. Oh. Oh yeah. Sometimes it takes a second effort, but you can do it. Assuming some evil villain doesn't jump you from behind. Ah, those evil villains. Way back when, villains pretty much had the advantage in PvP early on because there was a lot more heroes than villains. And way back when, there was no Task Force X that would allow you to be able to match heroes and villains together. So if you were a hero, it would take quite a while for the crew to pop. As opposed to a villain, with villains you could pretty much play matches after matches after matches easily enough. So for villains, you could play a lot more matches, and then you could farm for your gear much faster than for heroes. But eventually, once they added the Task Force X thingy, that pretty much was an end to that. That pretty much took away the advantage villains had in PvP. Ah. Well, I did play. I did play a lot of PvP, so thank you if I make it look easy. Like I'm a bit rusty, but I did play a lot of PvP for a few years, so. And also, I've been using end blasters for years and years and years, so I have. I like to think I have a greater mastery of the end blaster technique, if it makes sense, any sense. Now I was about to take down our friend the Allman. Next time. Wasn't quick enough. So let's get out of here. Superman, you missed the Fortress match. Oh, Jonathan, phase 1 is full. It doesn't really matter if you're not in the same phase, because the important part is that you cure for the same mission we do. So if you go to custom play, so we just played the Fortress. Like sadly, there's only 4 8 versus 8, so I kind of doubt we'll play that all the time. So what we'll probably do is that we'll probably alternate. Like we'll probably start, let's say, 4v4, play through all those matches, and then save 8 versus 8 maybe for later in the gaming session, and then afterwards we could go back to 4v4. Sometimes we might even decide to go 2 versus 2, or even maybe 1v1. We'll see. So we just did the Fortress, so let's go to the Hall of Doom. So we'll play the Hall of Doom, we'll play the Watchtower, and I think that's going to be it for tonight. Obviously, if you guys want to keep on playing, there's nothing stopping that. Thank you, Scrolls. Jonathan, it could happen that maybe you're in phase 1 and we're not there because maybe you're on a European server or maybe you play on Xbox. DD, you're welcome. I do what I can. For those who were wondering, like some of you guys thought that this was an official event by the devs. Not at all. This is pretty much something I came up with. The devs have nothing to do with that. So this is 100% multi-inspired. It's something I've been toying with for a long, long time. So I thought tonight is the night. Let's pull the trigger and let's do this. So ideally, if all goes well, every Wednesday we'll play some PvP. And let's see if we can do something along the lines that on the last Wednesday of the month, we'll try to play some Legends PvP. How does that sound? Black Guns multi enjoying the change of pace from PvE. Fighting real people can give a more unique, engaging fight. No, I wouldn't say that, Black Guns, because sadly, like 80-90% of the player base pretty much all have the same strategy. So it's almost at some point it's almost better to fight NPCs than players. There's maybe 10% of the player base that plays different than the rest. So these are the real players that makes PvP different. But the objectives are different, like having to capture the nodes, having to capture some turrets or something, or these things are different. These are what makes really PvP different than PvE.
Get to those security terminals.
You dare.
A PvP event similar to Crucible would be cool. There's a lot of things that would be cool. The problem is that sadly this is what we have, and we don't have a control over that.
And lock them down. If you can keep enough of them secured, I'll be able to slow her down enough to send in some supplies.
Did I go the wrong way? I guess I did.
Not too bright, are you? You villain types really tick me off. Come on, at least make it a challenge. Cybernetics, baby! Nothing a patch job. I'm on reserve power now.
So ideally you want to be like 8 versus 1. Like you want to be a group that fights just one player.
That's not good.
And ideally, you want to focus fire on one guy. Like if we were, let's say, to play using microphones, we would say, okay, focus on Batman or focus fire on Superman. Did you see that, Superboy? Superman jumping me from behind?
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for you.
That was a close one.
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for you.
Randy Pound, you
No one can stand in my path and survive.
take this.
So normally when people focus fire on one player, yeah, that player doesn't last too long. Unless maybe the tank. I guess I could see the tank lasting a bit longer. See, running away. Of course, sometimes if you don't run away, you get defeated. That happens.
That won't stop me.
And the challenge is that when you get multiple people, like when you get one person block breaking you, one person interrupting you, then sadly, no matter what you do, you'll go down. And that's probably also one reason why I love quantum tunneling. It gives you some evasion maneuvers. That's pretty useful in a context like PvP. Oh.
Time out!
No more monkeying around, Grodd. We won't let
Yeah,
you
the cinematics are
capitalize on
messed
this
up. What can you
madness.
do?
Looks like the do-gooders and the hacker extraordinaire were able to break on through to the other side. And now, for everyone's favorite part of the show, wanton violence.
Sport, keep this up. PvP leagues might come back. Nah, whatever reason, if some PvP league left, whatever reason they had to leave is still here. So I don't think this is going to change that. But maybe you're right. Maybe I guess it could happen. I suppose. I couldn't find where everyone else was. That was not good. Sometimes when there's an opponent that gives you trouble, try to find a new opponent if you can. The sneaky son of a gun. Oh, got the wrong one.
You will pay dearly for this.
There's quite a few things that make PvP PvP. You learn the tactics or strategy that the players are using, but also you learn the maps, the layout. You learn the places where people have a tendency to go to try to hide or try to be sneaky.
Boy, those villains are prepared. Hey. Oh, look! Boss fight!
Oh.
You just earned compound interest. Lucky shot. Punk.
So as you said, there are some buffs you can get sometimes to help out your team.
That's not good.
And it can make quite a difference.
Oh, yeah, I'm quivering.
And here, ideally, if we can have the villains coming out just one at a time, we could pretty much pick them apart one at a time.
Gotta love a moving target. Does this mean your complete surrender is off the table? Lucky oh, yeah, I'm quivering.
Ah.
was our last chance to
Ah,
take out
we lost. I'm
Superman
so
and the
sad
League.
now.
Instead, they've escaped with our data and their lives. We must retaliate.
So you see, as we were busy beating the snot of the NPC or out of the players, sadly someone did the objective behind our back, and they were able to get the big win. So sometimes killing the most enemies is not really what you need to win, and this was a great example of that. So let's get out of here. You guys have to kill hero bosses. Yeah, we were focusing too much on the players, and I kind of forgot that the bosses were the real objective. It happens. Black Guns, multi if they did PvP bonus week, what do you think it would be? Probably 2 times Marks of Valor, maybe 2 times Marks of Legends too. Although no, the Marks of Legends they usually do that for Legends PvE. So yeah, I suppose it would be 2 times Marks of Valor. Yaru, I switched to US servers from EU, and I realized how little to now people EU as compared to US. Yeah, the US servers is where most of the players are. So let's play one more match, guys, and then we'll call it quits for tonight. Although, if you guys want to keep on playing PvP, you can do it. Jonathan, how come I don't see you? I'm on the US server. Maybe if you are on the EU server, or I'm on the PlayStation 5. Maybe you're playing on the Xbox or Switch. Those would be my two guesses. Oh no, they're so mean. Then Jonathan, I don't know. Could be what phase are we in? We're in phase 11 right now. So you're gonna have to come to phase 11 to see us. But we should be able to enter soon. So hopefully as time goes by, there's more and more of you guys will come to play PvP with us. And
Welcome to tonight's episode of Who Wants to Live to See Tomorrow? Let's meet our contestants, shall we?
Ignore the Joker and focus. A society attack squad has breached the Watchtower and Grodd's leading...
I know what they're after. This is bad. I'm going to evacuate non-combat personnel.
Listen to me.
The automatic lockdown has dropped
I
force
retrieve
fields
what we
around
came
vital
for.
points in the hangar. I need you to take these energy disruptors and drop the shields so I can regain control. The villains will be doing the same thing, so protect those locations.
the thing broke. I'm so sad.
I will pound you for that.
That's not nice.
Manual access of security network terminal authorized.
You don't have to do this. You're strong, but I'm stronger.
That won't stop me.
Manual access of hangar power generator. Manual access of tech wing power coupling authorized.
I strike like lightning.
There's a sucker board every minute!
Manual access. access of emergency defense terminal. Authorized.
I'm going to teach you some manners.
Detecting unauthorized access of the hangar power generator.
I will pound you for that.
Too many, too many.
Cybernetics, baby. I'm on reserve power now.
Let's try to take down Mr. Freeze before we go.
Listen to you.
You're just an
Perhaps
overgrown
death
bully.
will bring me closer to my Nora.
No one can stop my primal rage.
See the evil meanie? He clicked on my character, so it takes me longer to get back up.
Detecting unauthorized access of the tech room power coupling.
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for you.
Fools, flee from me now or be eliminated.
Manual access of hangar power generator.
Dang, there was quite a gang up. There was 20 of them against me. I'm so sad now.
Oh, you are in for a real treat. I mean trick. Oh, whatever.
Override the hangar's access points so Calculator can bring down their defenses.
This world will be mine.
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for you.
No one can stop my primal rage.
For that you will pay.
Dang, there was that electric thingy that really stunned me. I was stuck there, couldn't do anything.
Oh, you are in for a real treat. I mean trick. Oh, whatever.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Time out!
As if you could stop the most powerful mind in the world. My plan cannot fail.
I won't let you win, Grodd. Give up now.
I will crush your feeble mind.
That engine core is overcharged and leaking radiation. We need to safely discharge the excess energy before they can use it to overload the monitor womb above. Grab it, but be careful and take it over to the energy sink pads. We have to save the Watchtower.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
You're strong, but I'm stronger.
I don't give up. Perhaps death.
Safely discharging unstable energy
You
device.
guys just never learn.
If you're looking for a fight, try me.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
You guys just never learn.
No more holding back.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
You don't have to do this.
Whatever evil you're
Safely discharging unstable energy device. Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Oh, you are in for a real treat. I mean trick. Oh, whatever.
Your villainy ends
Safely
here.
discharging unstable energy device.
I'm going to teach you some manners.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Strike like lightning.
Safely discharging unstable.
Nah, there was 2 of them against me. They're so mean.
The heroes have turrets? That is totally unfair. Stop it.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Yeah, I messed up with the buff.
For that you will pay dearly.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Let's see if we can bring back Superman. Evil Grodd.
The overcharged engine core is depleted and the monitor womb is safe. I'll let Martian Manhunter know we're gonna need some cleanup. Oracle out.
So you can see the score for those who like that kind of stuff. Sadly, we cannot scroll to it for some reason. Evil score. So let's get out of here. So guys, I hope you had a good time. So if all goes well, we'll do this every Wednesday. Although next time, obviously, if we always play the same 4 maps, it's going to get old really, really fast. So what we'll do next time is that next time we'll try to start with the 4v4 maps, and we'll work our way towards the raids. Or we could maybe play a couple of 4v4, then play the first raid, then a couple of 4v4, play the second raid. We could alternate a bit like that. Or maybe not. Black Guns Multi, how do you think they could monetize PvP so they could get more dev attention? They can't at this point. It became pretty clear that the people who play PvP don't want to pay for DCUO. Usually it's the chicken or the egg. They say they don't want to play because PvP is broken, but as long as they don't pay, PvP is not going to get fixed. So if people are not willing to pay to play PvP, the devs are not going to be willing to work on it. And there's only way back when PvP was at its most popular, there was about 20% of the player base who ever played PvP. And nowadays it's probably a lot more than that. It's probably 5%, maybe even 1%. Like you saw tonight, there's no one really carrying these missions except us. So it's not. I'd say it's not even 1%. It's a fraction of a percent that still play PvP at this point. Hopefully, we can change that with this event every week. Because one of the challenges for PvP is finding other players, like trying to queue for the missions, and not having the mission pop because there's not enough people playing it. So hopefully, this will help a bit for that. We'll see. So guys, if you want to play PvP. If you still need to purchase some PvP gear, if you still need to get some of the feats from PvP, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will play PvP. We'll play 2 hours, 3 hours, I don't know. We'll play however long we can. And even then, okay, even though I'm leaving right now, you guys could still keep on playing PvP if you want to. If not, I'll see you guys next week to play some more PvP. Although my pants are on fire, so Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will go live at 5. At this point, I have no idea what we are going to play on Friday. Maybe the new content, the new DLC, maybe something else. We'll find out soon enough. So guys, have a good week, and hopefully see you guys on Friday. Oh. Dark Joker asks, when you play PvP, do you have to have PvP gear? It's better to have PvP gear, but if you don't have PvP gear, the game will raise up your stats at least a little bit so that you can be a little bit competitive. But ideally, you want to start by buying the cash gear, then the 96 set of gear, 97 set of gear, all the way to 101 set of gear. I'll make a video about that maybe later this week or this weekend, so that you guys can get prepared for next week in case you're not sure what to do. So guys, have a good week, and for those of you who'll be there on Friday, see you Friday. Bye bye guys. Let's give a little bow to everyone.